Next up, we got assuming Japan never raises their rates enough to cause a reverse carry trade. Would price appreciation still occur with the implementation of the stock market, settlement, or cross-border payments, or is one reliant on the other? So it's not necessarily the reverse carry trade. I mean, it kind of is. So there's all these things that are connected in my mind. The adoption and proliferation of stablecoins at scale to move liquidity on chain is a prerequisite. And this also solves the other problem. Oftentimes, you'll see governments and institutions, they have 3 or 4 problems that they need to solve, and they try to find one unified solution to be able to knock them all out. I think XRP is that solution for the debt problem and many others. Real-time settlement, all this stuff. So the reverse carry trade is a ton of leverage that's built up in the financial system. Japan needs to raise interest rates. Their economy is going to collapse. Their currency is going to collapse. They're going to go into another lost decade if they don't. They've known this is coming, right? And they want GDP growth. I think that Japan is poised for a fantastic future if they can navigate this correctly. And they want to de-risk from the dollar just like the rest of the world. And I think we're going to move into a completely different financial paradigm. Again, a level playing field like I talked about before. The unwind of the reverse carry trade is inevitable in that scenario. And so when that occurs, you might as well, never let a good crisis go to waste. So if you knew all those treasuries were going to come flooding back here and you wanted to drive demand domestically for stablecoins to be able to move liquidity on chain, to start tokenizing assets and get enough adoption of that and actually roll out infrastructure that made real-time settlement and all these things possible, this is a really good catalyst for that. And in doing so, you're going to need a settlement asset that can settle all those stablecoins because of the counterparty risk and Nostro Vostro accounts. You would just exacerbate Nostro Vostro accounts to a whole nother level if everybody had their own stablecoin that wasn't a US dollar or whatever other currency. And now you've got all these different US dollar coins that have to be parked at all these different banks. You're just locking up more capital. So you need an intermediary neutral bridge asset that allows for settlement real time with zero counterparty risk. There's nothing else that really sits in that position. And I think it's one before the other. Personally,